Hey guys, today we're going to talk about water fasting and what it is, how to do it, the benefits, the drawbacks, and everything else in between. This is information that I've gathered from hours and hours of research, not to mention about 2 years almost of work on my own body using water fasting, testing different methods and things of that nature. So first off, what is water fasting? And that question is pretty simple, and yet it can be complicated. The simple answer is you take in only water for a given amount of time. No food, no diet drinks, no calories of any kind, no solids of any kind, only clean, clear water. That is a pure, true water fast. Now, that type of water fast is excellent if you're trying to heal your body from the inside. Because what happens is your body will use all that water and purge itself of all the toxins that are in you. After a couple of days, your body goes into a state known as ketosis. And ketosis basically means that your body stops looking for carbohydrates as its primary fuel source, and it switches and starts looking for fat. Now, as long as you have some fat on your body, you have stored fuel that can be fed to your body. Your body will start to eat its own fat. And that is a great thing, because a lot of your fat is storing toxins and diseases and bacteria and just all kinds of nasty, gnarly stuff from all the years of your life. It's built up over, the entirety of your life. So getting rid of that fat and breaking it down is going to really help you get a great feeling as far as mental health, physical health, and everything like that. Now, in addition, water fasting helps to purge your digestive tract. And once your digestive tract has cleaned itself out, it goes into kind of like a sleep mode. Now, while it's sleeping, instead of using all that energy to process the food you're constantly feeding it, food in, food out, food in, food out, everything inside the in and the out, right, is your body's digestive system. So, once that gets shut down, it can actually focus on healing. For me personally, it completely eliminated my irritable bowel syndrome. Side note, also got rid of my gout. Go figure. I live a lavish lifestyle. You could say, I say that I like soda pops and ice cream. Because I do. Even now, even cutting weight. But now I'm trying to stay away from it. So, those are just a couple of the benefits from water fasting. And a clean, pure water fast like that will help you in so many other ways. Helps to clear your arteries, because after a while your body needs to find something to turn into protein. It can break down your fat and turn it into almost everything you need except for just a couple of things. It can't turn it into protein. It has to find that from other cells in your body, which is good because it starts to scavenge damaged cells. And that's really nice. It's a process called autophagy. And basically, the easiest way I can explain it is like a properly clean and functioning cell. Let's think of it as a flower pot that has a plant growing from it. It's doing what it's supposed to do. It is nourishing the plant, right? You can be the plant. I don't care for this particular demo. Okay? Now, a damaged or dead cell, as it were, is like if you take the plant away and there's just, you can even dump it out. And when you look in that flower pot, what do you see? You see, wet dirt, stuff like that didn't get dumped out, and just all the mess and stuff. It hasn't been cleaned. So autophagy is like going in and scrubbing that flower pot clean so that it can then be reused to grow another plant. But it does that on a cellular level. So it goes in to your cells and it cleans out all of the nasty stuff, and it boosts your immune system by giving you all of these fresh new containers that your body can then grow into. So you're building new cells, which technically aren't new cells. The cell never died. The cell was just an empty flower pot, and now it's full again and growing another plant. I hope that works for you, because I can't really simplify it much more than that. It's actually a bunch of like technical scientific jargon that I had to look up myself. So, go figure. Alright, but anyways, so that's autophagy and that's ketosis. Those two processes kick in really hard when you're doing a fast. And those two processes combined with each other help you lose weight, cut fat, clean out your body's garbage, clean and rebuild your cells, and combined makes for just an amazing feeling of awesomeness. Okay, now that is a clean water fast. Let's move on from that, and we're going to talk about a dirty water fast, which is what I normally do. I did 30 days clean, and then after that I switched over to doing a dirty water fast, and I'll explain why. So a dirty water fast is just like a clean, only not. You're going for most of the same benefits, only you lose a few. Okay? So what do I mean by dirty? Obviously it sounds like a dirty word, but it's not nearly as bad as you might think. Dirty just means that I add a few things on top of just water. For me personally, I drink Powerade Zero. It gives me electrolytes. Electrolytes is one of the other things that your body cannot produce on its own. So after about 7 days, your body's really low on electrolytes. Adding some in makes you feel better, and also keeps you from waking up at 4 in the morning with massive leg cramps. Oh, it killed me. Alright, so I do Powerade Zero for that. If, however, you do end up going the no electrolyte method for a while, and you wake up with cramps, the best thing for it is to down some pickle juice. Just take like 3 or 4 swigs, the cramps go away in like a minute. Also, you can take some pink Himalayan salt, put it under your tongue. That's really good to just help you out. You can do a little bit of that every day for the electrolytes. So the dirty includes electrolytes, the clean does not. So in addition, there are people that do unsweetened, like hot teas, or black, no sugar, no creamer, none of that, coffee. I don't do coffee, I don't do tea, I don't need caffeine. I'm high energy as hell already. So I do that. But then again, you know what? I drink Diet Dr. Peppers on mine too. It's a 0 calorie. It has an artificial sweetener. Now for some people, the artificial sweetener, aspartame or swerve or whatever you decide to use, right, can cause you to break ketosis. It doesn't happen for everybody, but some people it'll break your ketosis. So you're going to have to test yourself and experiment to see if you stay, if you remain in ketosis or if it breaks it from having a diet drink. Generally, you want to stay away from anything sweet because it'll make you crave more. And sometimes that fake sugar makes your body think it's trying to process real sugar, and it basically shuts off the ketosis and starts looking for carbs again. That doesn't last very long because once it realizes there are no carbs there, it goes back to fat. So that's a thing. That's a dirty. So what do you have? You have a lot of water still. You have to drink a lot of water. Okay, then you have unsweetened black coffee. And then you have the hot teas with no sugar added or anything like that. No calories whatsoever still on this version. And then you can have like Powerade Zeros, Diet Dr. Pepper. Pickle juice, if you count that. So pickles themselves don't have a calorie. So that works for me. But that is a dirty water fast. Now, the third option for while you're water fasting isn't technically a water fast. Okay? It is just a 0 calorie intake diet, basically. You'll still get to ketosis most of the time, depending on if your body is sensitive to aspartame or not. And you will still be in ketosis most of the time. You'll still be eating the hell out of your fat. So if you're just wanting to lose weight and you find that you cannot, for whatever reason, stay on your fast, then this might be an option for you. Cucumbers, pickles. Add that to a dirty fast. Cucumbers, pickles. You can even add celery a little bit. Now, you don't want to eat too much, but this will give you something to eat and process so that you don't feel like you're starving yourself. And now, starvation is something that doesn't even happen as long as you still have body fat for your body to eat. It goes to that first. Your body doesn't start eating itself, like its organs and everything, until your fat levels are sub 5%. And by 5%, you are ripped, shredded. Like, you can just barely move your skin. Like me right now, I'm probably still 15, 16% body fat. So, I mean, it is nothing. Okay? So don't worry about starving yourself. It's not a thing that's going to happen. You will, however, here are some side effects, okay, of fasting. After a few days, your blood pressure is going to be naturally lower. Your resting heart rate also naturally slower. Why? Here's why. You're no longer having to use so much energy just to exist processing food. When you take away the processing of food, your body has an excess of energy. That energy has to go somewhere. So you're going to feel hyper, you're going to feel antsy, you may occasionally have trouble sleeping. All of that, side effects of just the energy boost from not processing food. Because your body doesn't have to work as hard, your blood pressure is naturally going to be lower. Your cholesterol levels are going to be probably lower. Your resting heart rate is definitely going to be lower because it's not having to work so hard. Now these numbers will go back up once you start eating normally again. Hopefully not as high as they were before you started, because a lower heart rate means a healthier body most of the time. Another side effect, if you fast for an extended period. When I first did my 30 days, I didn't realize it, but I had hair loss. Not a lot, but some. And some people report having more than others. Some people, none at all. The reason for this is a chemical called keratin. Now, your body doesn't produce keratin. It makes it from your food. If you stop eating, you're not producing keratin, and then your hair, which is what, keratin, your hair and nails, that's what they're made of. So you don't have any, that's going to get naturally weaker. This is a temporary side effect. Once you go back to eating normally, your hair will actually grow back in. Mine grew back in even fuller than it was before, and now I have this massive mop on my head because I was awesome and decided, hey, I hate long hair. Let's let my hair grow until I get the body that I want. I'm a genius. I hate it. I wear a hat all the time. Check some of my videos from a couple years ago. I didn't wear a hat. I had nice, short, military style hair. End of rant. So in a nutshell, that's fasting. It's a way to cut weight, get healthy, reduce your fat content, clean and heal yourself from the inside out, and save a shit ton of money. Those 30 days when I didn't eat anything and I was clean fasting, I saved over $800 in food and drink and all the other nonsense. So that's an added bonus. That'll end it for this video, guys and gals. If you haven't already, please click the subscribe button right down here to the right. And we'll catch you next time.